What's up? What's up? What's up, people?
What's up, man?
What's going on, Theron? Undoubted opinion. We're gonna call this the first episode.
Yeah, this the
'Cause
first
we have
episode, even though we
we done had a bunch of different tests, failed tests, failed attempts to try to do this.
and now we
But
finally made it.
we finally here. Um, I am Justin. If you don't know, for all the millions of watchers, people viewing right now. And I'm talking with my guy. What's your name?
Theron, we
Look,
Smith is name.
T. Wright, coming from Alabama State. What's your Twitter? Tell me your Twitter.
I have an Instagram right now. I'm
Oh
not on
yeah.
Twitter
Oh yeah. For
right
sure.
now, but my Instagram is Theron underscore X underscore right.
That's too much. I'm just kidding. I put it in the chat. I'm just checking out the stream while we on, man. While we on, I'm checking out the stream. But yeah, man, that's cool. We're gonna get into some NBA sports talk with our
Yes, sir.
undoubted opinion. We're gonna come on here from time to time just to talk about our undoubted opinions on things in the sports world. ESPN, hot takes, you know, and every now and then we'll have other people on here too. This is really, really relaxed, especially so far. But
Yeah. Until we start talking about them Rockets.
right, well, I'm just saying it's the show format. But as you can tell, but yeah. So I guess first off, we'll get into talking about them Nets, man. What you think about the Nets? Let's talk.
Man, they assembled the Avengers, didn't they, bro? But in all seriousness, though, if they healthy, they gonna be tough to beat, man. You got three scorers and Kyrie, Harden, and KD. They can score at all three levels, man. It's gonna be tough to beat.
Right,
It'll be tough, man. I mean,
right.
all three of them got the mid-range game. All three of them can
Harden's
go to the
Harden's
basket.
mid-range game is so underrated.
Very underrated, and he's a lot better defensively now too, man.
Right.
My only con to them is that they hadn't had much time all together to really like gel.
Yeah, got you. I mean, yeah, but man, how many games have they lost ever since like the Harden trade done happened?
Hey, Harden is the head of the snake. A lot of people talk about KD and Kyrie, but they don't have the playmaking abilities. Like, and the key to stopping the team like that, you got to stop the playmaker.
Right, right. I mean, you know how I feel about Harden. Harden is who he is, man. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Bron fan, but I mean, he in that discuss to the top playmakers in the league too, man.
right. So, I mean, Harden is, in my opinion, in my undoubted opinion, um, Harden or LeBron should be the MVP these last 10 years. I mean, to me, in my opinion, they can just flip flop.
Yeah,
I mean,
between
I
them
mean,
two, absolutely. If
I
you look
mean,
at Pete,
you can give the nod to Westbrook that 1 year, especially the first
yeah,
year.
definitely, he averaged a triple double. Yeah, he
That
definitely
was
deserves it. I agree on that.
crazy, but other than that, man, they numbers, especially the year. I know we supposed to be talking about the Nets. I'm gonna get back to it, but I'm gonna make this one little point. Especially the year Steph Curry won that lame unanimous decision
Oh,
MVP.
you talking about the year that Steph only averaged like 24 points a game and won? Man, that was crazy, bro. That was crazy.
Like unanimous. Like, yeah, Lee,
bro.
ain't y'all supposed to be unbiased like the jury?
Right. It's plenty of people supposed to have unanimous MVPs before him.
Like
Magic Johnson,
how
Michael
Jordan
Jordan.
Jordan ain't never had no unanimous MVP.
Yeah. LeBron in 2012 went unanimous MVP. That year was crazy.
Right,
Crazy. Off the charts.
right. I don't know, man. These folks kind of anyhow. But the Nets, man, Harden is playing really efficient. This is the most efficient I ever seen Kyrie Irving play.
Yeah, cause you take like 1,000 shots to get
Ever.
30.
Yeah, but now he just like I guess like he getting all his spots and
Yeah.
like his
He
like
in their prime too.
his prime, like he's shooting like even on his jump shots and threes, like they much smoother. I mean, it's just like
Yeah.
because
He
at
don't try to
first,
force anything anymore.
yeah,
That's the difference.
he don't force it. He not. They feel like he really just settling into his seat of just being focused on scoring, making the play, and not just trying to force the team to win and force to be a superstar.
Yeah.
Because Harden dishing that thing.
I mean, you can't take nothing away from Harden, man. Harden, man, like, this the most efficient Harden has ever been, too. You know, Harden uses high volume.
He
Like,
got
he efficient with everything this year.
I mean, he never had no. Well, I mean, technically he had Chris Paul, but Chris Paul and Kyrie kind of different players, though. Like you're not necessarily passing the ball to Chris Paul all the time, just so him
Nah, he not a scorer like that. So,
just not to get a book. I mean, he can go crazy, but like that's not his game, just to go crazy all the time. Kyrie
yeah.
Irving trying to get 30 on you every single night, and
Yeah, he a shooting guard, basically.
he's trying to make you fall while doing it. So it's like,
I got another undoubted opinion. As good as Harden is a shooting guard, he's a way better point guard. He fits that role way better than he does playing just like strictly score for his shooting guard.
yeah, yeah. Especially when you give him
The tools,
the tools to work with. Like,
yeah,
cause I think that year when he, sat in the seat of the point guard when he was with the Rockets, he had. I think that was the year where he had uh, Lou Williams and Eric Gordon too,
yeah. They played tough.
and they both was competing for Six Man of the Year. Like those past like 3 years, to like neck and neck with each other, and he just was just dishing them up. Clint Capella lobs. Trevor Reeves was knocking down threes like crazy, so it was just candy for him. But now it's even more candy. You dime into KD, you dime into Kyrie. Now you got freaking Blake Griffin. Now you got LaMarcus Aldridge. Like, bro,
Yeah, too many weapons, man. For
Spencer Dinwiddie about to come back. It's like, bro.
That's a playmaker's dream right there. It's like LeBron when he got AD first year, automatically lead in the six, man. I'm like, dang, it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, so my first issues I had with the Nets, I was just thinking, I was like, yo, these folks ain't got. I don't think they got enough defense. Initially, I was thinking that Miami still could put them out.
Oh yeah,
But
don't
now,
sleep on Miami.
but I mean, that's cool. That's cool. But now the fact that I know Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge ain't like nowhere near as like athletic as they used to be, especially Blake
No,
Griffin. I saw that one highlight he did when he got like a take or something. He got mixed up with somebody. I forgot. I think it was his old teammate on Detroit or something like that.
right.
And they got the pushing or whatever. The way dude blew by him, the way Blake Griffin just stood there, he looked like an old man. I'm
Yeah,
like,
and
what?
Blake Griffin never just been a great defender anyway,
I'm
even
like,
when he
that
was
man
athletic.
legs still gone. I'm like, that man legs is he got
Yeah, that was crazy.
lateral quickness and lateral quickness on a 30. But yeah. So I don't know. I mean, but having Blake Griffin and Marcus Aldridge, like the fact that they veterans, they bigs,
Yeah,
like
help.
they got size. It's like that definitely helps in the defense. For
It's
sure.
only two. I hate to say it though, they're gonna steamroll through the East, man. The Bucks ain't got enough firepower, man. Boston, they too inconsistent. The Heat, I don't think they got enough. Like they might get they might can get 2 games out of them, but it's only 2 teams that really match up with them well, and that's the Clippers and Lakers. That's it.
That's that matchup. That matchup with them who?
Match up with Brooklyn to me is the Clippers and Lakers.
Got you. I got you.
Fully healthy. So you got to be
Yeah,
fully healthy
BK, I
going in that
appreciate
series
this.
with them.
My homie BK shouted us out on Twitter. What up, man? Appreciate it, man. I'm reposting this on Twitter. But
All
keep
right.
talking. Keep talking.
But yeah, man, like, man, the world want to see Lakers versus Brooklyn. That's gonna be one to see, man. It's going 7 games. It's going 7 games. They both fully healthy. It's going 7 games.
With who?
Lakers versus
Oh,
Brooklyn.
yeah. I think it's that. I think that's going 7 games.
That one
I
going
think
7 games.
both,
I'm gonna
both
tell you
teams.
why. You got
Why?
high power offense and a great defensive team. Like that's what the world want to see.
True. I mean, for one, you just got star power. Star
Oh
power.
man, you
Star
got
power.
like you got
Star
like
power.
about 15 All NBA selections between 2 teams.
Bro, it's ridiculous right now.
They really this Space Jam in real life, bro. Brooklyn are the monsters, bro. For real.
Bro, I'm like,
The reason why I give the Lakers a chance is because LeBron James. He the only person that I really give a chance against anybody.
bro, against anybody, unless you like, I don't know, unless you add like Steph Curry to that team, then it's like, all right, he ain't got no shot. But
Bro,
I'm
he
just like,
almost
I don't know. It's still looking not too good, but it's just like, man,
bro. After
you
he
can't,
took the
you can't really doubt LeBron.
2018,
You can't really doubt LeBron unless he just got no help. Like
yeah.
when they that last championship the Warriors won.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
you talking about versus the
he had
2018
he
Cavs?
had
Oh,
he
that
had
team was
no he
horrible.
had no help. That's what
LeBron took me, you, and some kitchen workers to the finals.
that man had no help at all.
None, bro. That team, I think that team was just as bad as the 2007 Cavs, bro. For real.
It might have been. It might have been.
But nah, that 2017 was trash. What I'm talking about, man, that team was horrible.
Yeah, yeah,
At least he had Kevin Love in 2018, but dang,
yeah. But Kevin Love was just
he
not.
been terrible in the final.
I don't know. He wasn't. I mean, you couldn't really do nothing with him on the floor unless, like, his main strength is, well, especially against that kind of like lineup. It's like unless you give me 7 offensive rebounds a game, Kevin Love,
He get played off the floor.
you getting played off the floor. Because who you gonna guard?
Nobody.
I mean, the only person he could have guarded hell was Draymond, but I
Yeah.
just Draymond was just
Even Draymond was cooking them at one point.
right. These
And
three,
Draymond not even a scorer.
but oh well.
But yeah, I want to see that though. The Clippers got better too though, to be honest. With Rondo. That's a good pickup for them.
Clippers look good, but
I just don't trust Paul George.
bruh, I do not trust Paul George at all. George Paul,
Yeah.
in the great words of Skip Bayless, George Paul.
Right.
George Paul, bro. That man. I have never been a Paul George fan. I thought he
Never.
was good. It's a little camera, a little crooked.
The thing it's like what you say about a lot of players.
Camera,
Just
your camera, a little crooked. But yeah, man, I ain't never believed in Paul George.
It's kind of like what you used to say all the time. Some people have Hall of Fame talent, but role player mindset.
Yeah,
Real. Paul
right.
George is one of the most offensively gifted people in the league. His game is smooth. His
Mhm.
IQ just terrible.
Yeah, it's just
It's
his
just some
decision
people
making.
can't crack that next level.
Right, and he just been right there for so long. He did have that. He had 2 good years. The what was it?
$2013.
The first year he played with the Thunder, and then that year with the Pacers. That
Yeah.
he finally had got LeBron respect or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Clippers.
But even then, he showed us flashes of that he don't show up in big moments. He had 35 game six, game seven. He had 9 points, bro. This was when he was in Indiana. I just knew Paul George was gonna go off.
Yeah, he need to be second or third wheel for
Yeah.
sure.
But
Yeah,
everybody blame Westbrook though in OKC. But it really was on Paul George. Man had 5 points in a closeout game.
I mean, that wasn't a good mix. I mean, that was
Nah.
to me that was a worse mix than almost a worse mix than him and Harden because it was just like, bro, you got two dudes that kind of just freeze up and just
Yeah.
uh, unplayable in clutch times like that, especially when it comes down to X's and O's and chess moves or whatever.
Yeah.
So
I
I don't know.
definitely agree with that.
All right, man.
Well,
What else? What else we got? What else we got? All right,
who
we're
your
gonna talk
dark horse?
Dark Horse and
Yeah.
and
In the
and the
playoff.
NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Man, the Dark Horse is who I think um, the team that I think the Grizzlies messed up not preparing for. Because I think the Grizzlies should have pulled the trade and pulled out all the stops to get Bradley Beal.
Oh man.
But instead, especially, well, I'm gonna get to the point. It's especially since the fact that they in the middle of the pack, trying to gun for an eighth seed in the West. So, meaning their draft uh,
Yeah.
pick is gonna be that high. They should have went guns blazing trying to get Bradley Beal. Because for these next these we got John Moran and Jaron Jackson, but for these next 5 to 7, 8 years, the Denver Nuggets are finna dominate, bro. They finna dominate.
Oh
They finna.
yeah. They building
I
they
wish
jump.
I wish I can pull up my Twitter feed right now on them draft nights. I remember when Michael Porter Jr. got drafted. I was like, this man potentially could be the best person in that whole draft class because I think he had drafted along with Tatum and all them. I think or
Yeah,
the
he
year
was drafted with them.
or it was. I think it was that year.
Yeah.
But, but most people forget he was the number one player in the country coming into college.
Yeah,
He was
he just
killing
got
it,
hurt.
but he got hurt, and it was like, bro, Denver took a fly on him. I was like, now they got a budding, pretty much borderline all star right now. I mean, he's not gonna get that many shots because they got
Yeah.
just so many weapons on their team. But
Man, if
they
they
got
ever
to fall back on who can
they
give
should
them
have never
30, 40.
traded Jeremy Grant. That was like
They
they
didn't trade
bread
him.
and butter on defense.
They didn't
Huh?
trade him. They didn't trade him. He just signed. He signed with Detroit.
Yeah,
Just
that's what I mean. They should never let him walk.
I think they knew what they were doing. I think they knew they were going to try to go for a trade for Aaron Gordon. I think they
Yeah,
had
that's
their
true.
on getting somebody else because I figured they were going to let go of Will Barton or Gary Harris soon.
Yeah.
Because think about it, they did all that without both of them. Well, Gary Harris came back at the end of their playoff run, but bruh,
Man, but Michael Porter Jr. got tremendous upside though, man. I just wish they give him more of a role. I'm gonna be honest, in clutch situations, he's not scared of the moment. I seen that last year. He's not scared of the moment.
he ain't never been scared.
To be honest, I know this might be a hot take, but I would prefer him taking the last shot over Jamal Murray because Jamal Murray is very inconsistent at times.
I mean,
And I like Jamal Murray. He's a beast.
that man is, bro. Especially that first game between him and Donovan Mitchell, bro.
Oh, man. Why
That
everybody talking
was
about
the crazy
Luka
thing.
Doncic?
This may sound crazy. That was some of the most entertaining basketball I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, it was. It was back and forth the whole game. Back and forth. It was like,
Like
you get a bucket, I give you a bucket.
it almost seemed like nobody wasn't playing defense, but they were hitting tough fade away out the 360 between the legs, curl, step back, behind the back, half court three. I'm like, bruh, how are y'all not missing this?
Man, that jump remind me of like how Kobe and the Spurs used to go back and forth back in the day, man.
Right, that jump was retarded, but yeah, man. Yeah, Denver. Long story short, yeah, Denver, the dark horse.
They got the tools. They got tools. They got the experience now. So
put it like this: I wouldn't be shocked.
I would be shocked if they won the whole thing. To be honest,
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked because the Nuggets Achilles heel. This is the Nuggets Achilles heel.
LeBron James.
That's not LeBron James. Okay, they got 3 Achilles heels. LeBron James is one of them. Defense when it comes down to the chess match. When it comes down to the chess match of, you know, the end of game 2 or game 3, what defensive strategies are they gonna be able to implement and like actually execute?
They don't make adjustments.
What if they make adjustments or they don't make adjustments or how they adjustments, fly.
Yeah,
Like
and that's the problem.
And then the third Achilles heel is the biggest one. One is KD's actual Achilles heel. His actual Achilles. And then, LaMarcus Aldridge injury prone, Blake Griffin injury prone, Kyrie injury prone. So it's just like, are they actually gonna be healthy when it gets down to that Eastern Conference Finals or Finals?
Yeah,
that's a big if.
And I look at it like this: if they do face the Lakers, even though LeBron and AD ain't playing, they only added like one more new piece to the team, which is Andre Drummond. So they still have more of a chemistry right now, in a way.
Right.
It's a different. It's not like with Golden State when Golden State already had the nucleus and they just added Kevin Durant. That's one piece. This Brooklyn team, it's so many new pieces or whatever. I just wonder if they're gonna have time to gel for real.
Right.
In such a short time.
I mean, the luxury of that is James Harden because
they got a playmaker.
I was gonna say the luxury. Well, yeah, the luxury of that is James Harden. The fact that he's a playmaker and he can score from anywhere, and it can get you 15 assists with turn the ball over 3 times if he does.
Yeah,
it's just like
easily.
You got a player like that who you can just kind of like plug and play. And he can easily get you 30 as well. And that'll help cover up a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
But it's being lost.
It's kind of like LeBron covers up for Schroeder's lack of playmaking, but Schroeder picks up on the defense end. So,
yeah, and he'll get hot when he wants to.
Yeah. Schroeder is underrated, man. Like I've been liking Schroeder since Atlanta days, and he showed me a lot in playoffs last year with Chris Paul with that OKC team.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Don't think
He ain't a
he.
superstar, of course,
Yeah,
but
yeah, right. But I mean, he definitely a good player to have on your team come playoff time.
yeah, he has more IQ. I hate to say this. I know Russell Westbrook averaged triple doubles and all that stuff, but Russell Westbrook makes some dumb mistakes in the playoffs, and that's my boy. I love Russell Westbrook.
He was on my team. You know, I know
I just
that.
think Russell Westbrook sometimes he got such the killer mentality that sometimes he can win you some games and he can lose you some games, man.
You know what that man acted like? I ain't never really said it like that before, but he acted like he was Kobe. So, so Kobe back
Kobe
in the
did the same thing.
back in the day, I used to. That was one of the biggest reasons why I strongly dislike Kobe because he used to just chuck up shots, and sometimes that'd be dumb shots. But even though Kobe used to hit all them like impossible shots, you know what I'm saying? Like
But
he'd be
they lost a lot of games because of that too.
fading away out of bounds when he got two people in his face, and somehow he hit it. Like what the heck? But Westbrook take dumb shots like that. But Kobe had two things working for him. He had always had some kind of great big man down low getting the rebound. Two,
Yep.
1 or 2 7-footers down low, gonna get the rebound.
And a good playmaker.
Or 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 you had the refs.
Yeah.
That's what Kobe had on his side.
And he
That's what
had a good playmaker to make up, like to get everybody else involved, so it wouldn't take away from
what good playmaker did he have?
Lamar Odom.
Oh well, yeah. For
Point
those,
forward, but Lamar
yeah,
Odom ran the system for real.
right, right.
Another underrated player on that championship team. The reason why I'm saying this, I went back and watched the 2009 and 2010 finals all over again. I was like, dang, bro, he was like the Pippen of the team, the point forward and stuff. Like Lamar Odom was, man, he'll be
Yeah,
perfect in the days game.
bro, he'd be excellent.
I love those point forward type players like your Scottie Pippins, your LeBron James, people like that. Jokic, where he'll point center, but you get what I'm saying. I
Right,
love elite playmakers.
right. So what you think about your favorite player, man? Your favorite player, Draymond Green.
Why are you funny? Draymond is a very brilliant basketball player. Like what he does don't show up in the box score all the time, but at the same time, best defensive player ever. Come on now, bro. Come on now, bro. Like I have never seen you just literally just lock anybody down. I can say that about LeBron in his prime, Kawhi, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen.
I mean, I seen him
Um,
do it like on a possession where like the player end up getting the ball with 6 seconds left on the clock, and they kind of like don't know what to do at the end of the play. Like he clapping like, "Yeah, I'm knocking you down." I seen that, but like shutting somebody down for a game,
nah,
making them go like three for 15 or something like that. Like, bro,
I never seen
every
him
game like
do.
that.
I never seen him do what Bron or MJ done to like elite guards. I never seen not even Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons locked folks down. Folks can talk about Ben Simmons not being able to shoot and all that, but Ben Simmons is a monster on defense.
Sidebar: I got Ben Simmons as my starting point guard in my NBA 2K franchise. Not only I got him, he's MVP. He's also Defensive Player of the Year.
I know,
That
like I've been,
that man
bro
is
is
OP.
a
I didn't
beast,
know he was that OP on 2K. That man is
bro.
amazing. But yeah, keep going.
Yeah, he a monster, man. I've seen Ben give a lot of folks problems, bro. Like I've seen him even give Harden problems, bro. And there ain't too many people slow Harden now. He
Right.
got good lateral quickness and his basketball IQ. That's why Ben Simmons in the league, even though he's not a good shooter. Like the difference between him and Giannis, like even though neither one of them can really shoot, Ben Simmons' basketball IQ is so high it makes up for everything else.
Right,
Like
right.
everybody look at Embiid. Yes, Embiid is the most skilled offensive player on the team and a beast defender too. But Ben
Right.
Simmons make the engine run.
Yeah. No, he definitely does. That's
I rock with Ben, man. Matter of fact, he one of my candidate of defensive player of the year this year too. As well,
oh yeah.
yeah. Everybody talking about Giannis. I'm like, no, bro. Giannis one-on-one defense is not touching Ben Simmons, bro. Like, stop it.
I'm so tired of this Giannis stuff. But anyhow, Draymond Green. Bruh, Draymond Green. Crazy
I know how
thing
you feel. I'm gonna let you vent.
crazy thing is this may come to some people who actually know me and I when I talk about the Golden State Warriors and Draymond Green. Crazy thing is Draymond Green is my type of player.
Yeah,
He is my type of player. He is actually how I play basketball like.
you
But
do.
I just
You're
don't
very unselfish.
I I I really, really just don't like because people being so arrogant and just so cocky and just like loudmouth. Like I don't like that because
And you
one
barely
thing
out Hall of
one thing,
Fame.
one thing you can tell about somebody and how their character is and how they are just playing basketball with them. So that's why I don't like him. And he talk too much. He just think he yes, you are a really good player. You are smart. You know how to use your size, yada yada yada. But bruh, if you ain't never inherited two of the greatest shooters of all time, bro, you probably wouldn't even be in the league. Say say he gets drafted by Sacramento Kings,
Oh, he done. He through.
bro. He out the league in 3 years,
Yeah,
probably. You know what I'm saying? Or he gonna
yeah.
be like, or he gonna be like a journeyman,
You see, he's struggling now that they don't have a good team.
like a journeyman, like a I don't know, like a Avery Bradley type player or something. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
he
he
never gonna
wouldn't
be
be like known like how he is now. He wouldn't be getting all the praise.
right, right, right. It's kind of like Tayshaun Prince. Tayshaun Prince is a really good player, but
Very
you
good
know
player.
that yeah, but it's like that year. What was that? I forgot what year that was. You know they all went to the All Star game.
Saw gang, yeah.
It's like, is he really an All Star,
It's
or
like
what?
Rudy Gobert.
Or were they having a really good year together in
If
all the
Rudy,
you know what I'm
I say
saying?
the same thing about Rudy Gobert.
What's that?
Like if Rudy Gobert was on like a trash team, would he be a defensive player of the year candidate
Right, 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 right.
or an all star?
Man, I don't even want to talk about Rudy Gobert. That's gonna maybe even more.
Oh, speaking of that, since I brought him up though, Utah is my fool's gold team.
Oh, fools go. Oh yeah, 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 for sure. I don't believe in them. I don't believe in them at all.
The only person in their team that got that heart in them is Donovan Mitchell. You need to get up out of there ASAP.
He not. He locked in now.
Yeah, he did sign that extension.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he gonna be like Bradley Beal, gunning and all that stuff. I don't think nobody else on his team got that winning mentality like that, man. I'm not buying Jordan Clarkson. Like he always play good in the regular season. Come playoffs, you be ready to put a gun to his head.
Oh
He like,
wait, never mind. I thought he did. He do it? Oh no, he didn't. Whoops, I misspoke. Tayshaun Prince didn't play. He he played. He didn't play. No, he didn't play in the All Star game. But he was supposed to, or something like that,
who?
in that All Star game.
Who you talking about?
That Tayshaun. When I was talking about Tayshaun Prince, him playing in the
Yeah,
All
he
Star game.
was supposed to play. Yeah, he was supposed to.
Yeah, he was supposed to. But
3
anyhow,
games.
Draymond, bro. Draymond Green, bro. I get what he was saying. He was talking about how he he wants to well, he was saying that most people ain't gonna agree with that because they don't know the game of basketball. I know what he talking about. He talking about the fact that you know he know the defensive schemes. He look at film and the way his energy and the way he talk, and sometimes he'll talk in the ear of a player like, "Hey, do this right here on defense," and we got him. You know, the way he puts fear into people or whatever moves he study. I get what he's saying. I get what he getting at. Whatever, like that's good, bro. You are actually a good basketball player. You deserve to be a pro player,
Right.
bro. You ain't no greatest of all time, bro.
You might not even be top 20, bro.
He not. I don't. He not top 20, bro. You see
How
that
he not,
list?
he not
Shannon
even top
Shannon
5 defender in the
Shannon
NBA right
Sharp,
now.
Shannon Sharp and Skip talking about, bro.
For the
That man,
first time, I agreed with Skip Bayless.
that man ain't no top 20. That man, bro.
That's blasphemous, bro. You
That
weren't
man.
even the best defender on your team. You were Andre Iguodala. He guarded all the hard leads.
That's why I'm just like, what? Where am I just? I was just be talking.
Bro,
I love,
Bron,
I love the ultimate confidence, but like, I think people you should speak on with the ultimate confidence when it's actually kind of realistic.
yeah.
You ain't even really got no stats to really back that up. You
Nah.
ain't never averaged 2.5 steals in a season, 2.5 blocks in a season, over 10 rebounds. You ain't,
And you don't guard the best player on the team, on the opposite team. I don't see that. Period.
yeah, that was just I was like, bro,
Yeah, bro, wild.
somebody get this clown on. Somebody get I don't know,
Man, yeah. And
but
I think it spills into the fan base too, because folks were actually trying to dispute that. It's a lot of Golden State Warrior fans on Twitter and stuff.
right.
But the casual fans are, man.
Hey man, everybody got Twitter now, so everybody can have these opinions. But we got the undoubted opinion,
Undoubted.
undoubted,
Undoubted.
undoubted. I stand by it. Um,
So what would you rank Draymond defensively all time?
I don't know. I mean,
Top 50? I can't even say top. Bro,
he
I
can
could go
definitely
all the way back in the day.
he
Bill
can be,
Russell,
he can be
he
top
not
100.
better than him.
He can be top 100.
He be top 100. Top 50, I don't know.
I don't know where he fits in that though. I had to really sit down and think about it and like write it down and look. But that man,
I
he
can
ain't no
name
top 20. He
I can
ain't the
name
best.
10 right now in the NBA that's better than him defensively.
Yeah, yeah, that man, wow.
Yeah, he wild for that, man.
Clay a better defender than him. Wait, what are we talking
Yeah, I forgot about Clay,
about?
Iggy,
Clay a better
Ben
defender.
Simmons, Joel Embiid.
Yeah, Clay had a really, especially like them little earlier years. I know he
Yeah,
improved in like 2 years, but them earlier years, that man was like
Clay was on it.
he was clamping.
He had folks at Alcatraz, bro. For real. Like in the words of Shannon Sharp.
Right. The only person I think I ever seen not do that well against Clay. I mean, to do pretty solid against Clay's like defense, especially back in the day, was Kyrie, and that was like
Yeah,
when in that with the famous shot or whatever
yeah.
series.
I mean, that was just one bad play, but man, and Clay wasn't really guarding him the whole time. They switched Clay and Iggy on
No,
Bron.
no, he was Steph was guarding him on that shot, but I'm just talking about in that
Yeah.
series. Um, but yeah. What's up, anybody? Whoever's watching, um, say what's up in the chat. Tell us who you are. We
Yeah.
about to get off
Like
this
the
section.
video.
Yeah, like and subscribe. We about to do some more content. I might chop this video up. I don't know,
Yeah.
and just post it. But give us your last thoughts, man. Last thoughts on what we've been talking about.
And my last thoughts is Brooklyn healthy
Your
and
last out of the
everything
team.
clicked. The guarantee coming out of the East. Lakers fully healthy. I'm fully confident of them coming out of the West, but it's gonna be a lot tougher road for them than it is for Brooklyn in the East. So, uh, dark horse team. I agree with you, Denver Nuggets. They match up well with everybody, especially offensively. Man, I just
Everybody.
don't trust them defensively in clutch situations.
And that
And Draymond delusional.
sidebar, that JaVale McGee pickup was gold.
Yeah, that was a smart
When
move.
Jokic can't be on the floor, guess who can?
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, like they match up well. For some reason, Denver is a matchup nightmare for the Clippers. For some reason, I don't know what it is about them two. Denver just usually have their number, man. Let me see. My fool's gold team is the Utah Jazz. I really don't buy in them, man. Only person that I know that's gonna show up on a consistent basis in the playoffs is Donovan Mitchell, and surprisingly, Joe Ingles. But I don't trust Jordan Clarkson like that. The stat shows he's horrible in the playoffs. He made me mad 2018. And yeah, they deep or whatever, so I'm just not buying them.
Right.
I'm not,
So who's gonna
just
win the
not.
championship?
Oh, Lakers in 6. Nah, the Lakers in 7.
Got you. Yeah, man.
I just don't bet against LeBron James, man. These two
No,
people, I don't count nobody. Like, Brooklyn
so
has the most talent on paper. I'm not going to even lie.
um, yeah, man. I think all in all, it's gonna be a really interesting playoffs. But
Yes.
my last undoubted opinion, who gonna win the NBA Finals for this year? If they are healthy, the Sacramento Kings are going on there.
Well, Buddy Hield going to be Finals MVP.
Buddy Hield will average 45.
45, 12, and 8.
Nah,
That man said, Buddy.
nah, if they healthy, I'm not down the King, man. I got Lakers in 7.
That's why that's been my pick for the
I got
beginning.
the Lakers. If they healthy, I got Lakers in 7, winning by 8.
Winning by 8?
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, because Game 7 Bron is different. I forgot he the greatest Game 7 player of all time, stats wise, anyway.
I can just foresee the Nets imploding.
I can see that too. Even though I think they need another year under their belt, to be honest.
Maybe. We'll see.
We
But
will see.
that was our undoubted opinion, y'all. Hope y'all subscribe, like, share. I appreciate y'all checking us out. I'm Justin.
I'm
And
Theron.
we out of here. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back probably later on this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got some more content coming. We're gonna get better at this. We new to streaming. Appreciate
Yeah.
y'all. Appreciate StreamYard. Shout out everybody that's watching. Shout out all my followers.
Oh,
Theron, you got
shout
any?
out to Lamont for helping us with the StreamYard for FIS Sports. He got good content over there, so follow him as well. So
Yeah, shout out to him. Big time. First video, undoubted opinion. We out of here. Peace.
all right, deuces.